Hey, you see, it's already happening. It's already happening. The world's already fucking changing.
Stool Scenes, episode 87. Shout out to my good friend, Sidney Patrick Crosby, born, of course, August 7th, 1987. Listen, I was just finishing up this piece of pizza, and I gotta be honest, I've loved pizza for a long time. It's kind of been changed ever since I discovered Frank's Red Hot Sauce. I put it on every slice, every burrito, every salad. I can't get enough. It makes pizza, like, exciting, you know what I mean? Like, I've always loved pizza, but it's like, Frank's, little touch. Not a 5-alarm fire, just a little touch, you know what I mean? Listen, another guy who definitely likes pizza, Dave Portnoy, recently named to the 100 Most Beautiful Faces list. Obviously, the most accurate thing of all time, no shit. That's why he's El Prez, that's why he's been 11 championships since he started Barstool. That's why he gave us all jobs. Listen, take it from a guy named Young Page Views. He's put a lot of people on. John Feidelberg, not a fan of this list. And, you know, it's ugly to see people with so much jealousy in their heart.
Who's calling in?
I don't know what to do. Like, I don't.
Who is that? A credible Instagram account?
Yeah, I mean, it's like they've been doing this for years.
But they know Dave's gonna give them publicity, so it's
That's
like,
what I said. I said it's like
right.
it's not like someone like putting the Dolphins at number 9,
Right.
or like Jaws saying Kaepernick is one of the best quarterbacks of all time already, or something like that.
It's just so ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
Because who would put
Ridiculous
It's like
things can make
Gosling,
you mad.
Ryan Reynolds,
That's what
and
I'm saying. Like,
fucking-
you have to appreciate
like,
the
It's
humor.
not funny.
It's a joke.
It's not funny, Ellen.
God damn it! I'm gonna get out of here.
Are you
soon.
on the funny or not funny train?
It's not funny.
It's not funny.
Like,
What do you think?
That's
Maybe.
What's your
point.
worst case scenario here? You think it's gonna happen? Like,
Listen,
how does this affect you
listen
in any
here,
way?
Ellie.
Listen.
You've been here for 2 weeks.
A cup of
you
coffee.
don't know what the bad things that can happen when Dave gets good. Your whole world's changing, everybody.
Wouldn't Dave happy make all of us happy?
No, you think that, wouldn't you? You think that. That's the naive worldview you bring into this building. Wouldn't a happy Dave make everyone happy?
Yeah.
That's crazy talk.
How? That doesn't make sense.
Oh, because you're talking about a rational human being, and we're not dealing with a rational human being.
Hey, what do you think? About what? Dave being nominated for like the 100 most handsome faces in the world?
I have no room to talk because I have a giant accidental hickey on my neck right now.
Whoa!
yeah, I mean, John is
What?
negative
Yeah,
Nancy,
bring-
but he's
bring
been through
me
the
down,
ringer.
man.
That's
I
why.
do bring you down.
Yeah.
I bring you to reality.
But
I know
it's
this
more
world.
fun. What is so?
Oh yeah, I had a blast. I had a blast. My
But
first few
on the
months.
other
It's
hand,
fantastic.
think about how great death sounds.
I don't understand it. I don't understand it all.
Where's Nardini? Does Nardini have a hand in this? Oh no, I'm not okay. It's not an emergency, but I'm not okay. Someone sent me a fucking timepiece today, and I think it's cool as shit.
That
need
is
a
cool.
monocle.
And this
Honestly, with the outfit,
ruined my day. This I can't even enjoy.
Flick it open.
But, like,
Can't
doesn't
even-
that make
it's
you
pretty
feel
cool.
better?
It's engraved. It's got my name on it.
That's really cool.
And I can't even
Will you
enjoy
get a-
this
will you get a
because Dave
monocle?
being on that list just ruined my day. He's not hot, he's handsome. And I give him handsome. I don't give him one of the 100 most handsome in the world. That's just nonsense. He's handsome. He's a handsome guy.
He's handsome.
He is handsome. He's not Chris Pratt handsome. You're upset about this, right?
I thought it was a joke at first, to be honest.
This is my point. Yes, that is the first reaction. You thought it was a joke. It doesn't matter that he's not gonna win. He's not gonna win.
He kind of already won since he made the list.
That's what I said. He's an indie artist who got nominated for a Grammy. He's won.
That's
Is your argument that you're more handsome than Prez?
No.
All
Alright, mine neither. Mine neither. If anyone's. Mine neither.
Essentially, you have to subscribe to them on YouTube, and then you can nominate anybody just under the right one. But if you go here and do a search, no one's nominated him.
No one's nominated him?
I haven't
So
found-
it's a conspiracy then. Now it's starting to make sense. Did you see the nomination list? No one even nominated him. No one's ever nominated. This is a guy just trying to get clicks. This sucker. He's a vindictive, deceitful son of a bitch.
I just want to say I think Dave Portnoy deserves to win this, and I want everyone to hear that.
I think he'll win because we're making such a big stink about it. Like, people, it just brings so much publicity to it. Like, how could he not win now?
He's sandwiched right now between Hugh Jackman and a Chinese pop star. And the Chinese pop star has 20,000 likes. Hugh Jackman has 8,000 likes. Prez has 1,200 likes. So it's not looking great right now.
I think he's gonna win. I'm rooting for him too.
Team Prez.
The thing that I'm most mad about isn't even that he's nominated, it's that no one else is mad about it. That's what's really pissing me off. It's Hey, you see, it's already happening. It's already happening. The world's already fucking changing. One bad thing happens, this fucking shit starts happening. That's it. This is it. This is like when a crow crashes into the window and you're like, there it goes. The fucking world's over. I've been telling you for an hour straight. Right away.
He's believing in this curse until bad things are happening to him. I'm not a believer that this is a bad thing. I think it's a good thing.
Dave
so good
wins.
things are happening.
Dave wins. We all win.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know about that.
I'm woke to this. No one nominated him. He shouldn't be. We searched the YouTube comments because that's where the nominations had to come from. No Portnoy. It's a conspiracy. The game's afoot. I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. Can't do that fucking shit, bro. That's
Bad luck.
I told you it's the worst day ever. And not a good day to be John Feidelberg. I'll tell you that right now.
No,
Do you have anything to do with this, Nardini?
Did you want to be nominated?
No. I would have turned down a nomination. I've said that. I've made it very clear. I don't deserve to be on the list. I have honor when it comes to the 100 most handsome men.
Well, why are you mad?
Why would I not be mad?
I think it's great. I think Dave looks great.
I know. I'm not saying Dave's ugly. I'm giving him handsome. I am not giving him Ryan Gosling handsome. I'm not ready to do that.
So has Dave tweeted it?
Oh yeah. Dave blogged it, tweeted it.
Oh, okay.
He'll never shut up about it, and that's the problem.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah.
What happened, Dave?
Dave is apparently one of the top 100 hottest faces in the world.
Who said this?
This like weird YouTube channel, T. Candler.
Oh, perfect.
I mean, Dave is attractive.
I agree. I mean, he looks pretty hot.
He's a handsome devil.
41-year-old.
He's inspired me from someone who's been so ugly for so long. For him to have this late life growth, I'm just hoping like I make a lot of money and get hot like he did. So keep going, go Prez, go.
Now they say never meet your heroes, kids. And if your hero was a guy who was maybe the biggest beacon of light for all Fairweather fans of all time, Paulie Playoffs, a guy known, any Boston team was in the playoffs, he was going to be there battling his ass off. Would he be there in May of the baseball season? Probably not. Would he watch a single Bruins game before, April? Probably not. But you knew when the time came, he was going to be there to absolutely give it his all. And it turns out, folks, just like many fables, in the Bible and over history, it turns out he's a fraud.
Quite the visual right now. Paulie Playoffs in the King's chair.
Trying to make some decisions so he can fucking crush his parade coverage. Paulie Playoffs is going to be in Boston, but he's going to be not in the parade. It's no Paulie parades. Unless he directs me otherwise.
Your brand took a big hit.
You guys were chirping all night.
Big hit.
I know, I was listening. My brand should not take a hit.
Oh, it took a hit.
Because I'm here.
Yeah, but...
Alright, so catch 22. The brand is strong. I have to deal with you being like Boondoggle Boy. Forever.
No, it wasn't Boondoggle Boy. It had nothing to do with Boondoggle.
Yeah, what?
No,
because I didn't go to the game last night?
The crazy game on Saturday.
Oh, we woke up. So I went to the game.
Yeah.
I went to the game Friday night.
There's nothing. You don't get.
Hold on, listen. You don't even know the situation. Went to the game.
I know this. I know.
Everyone
playoffs in 18 innings was probably like I gotta get to Manhattan Beach and did not sign up for 18 innings and no beer.
No shot. Paulie Playoffs went there, 18 innings, no beer, miserable, hungover, worse. Friends left in the 14th inning. I sat there by myself for 5 innings.
Yeah,
couldn't get water. They were like, we're going out to rip.
It's the 16th inning. I started drinking 11 hours ago. We ran out of beer 6 innings ago. I'm so hungover. It's unbelievable how bad this is right now. But we're not going to give up. We're never going to give up. Sox in 3.
Got home at 3 in the morning, woke up, we're like, there's no way we're going to the game tonight. Like,
yeah.
There was just no way.
I know. That's bad for the Paulie Playoff brand, though.
It was
and then you have one of the great games of all time.
The only way, it was fun watching it at a bar in Santa Monica on the beach. It was fucking sick. It was
I mean.
That was nice, but
yeah, It's tough.
The only way I can
I want to defend you, but I thought you were at the game. I didn't even know you weren't at that game till midway. They're like, Paul wasn't at the game. Like,
the only way I can sum up what it was like sitting in that stadium was when we went to jail. Like, it was miserable.
Yeah.
It was miserable.
Yeah, Paulie
It
playoff.
crushed me. That game, like, took the win.
There was no part of you that was like, oh, it would have been nice to be at this.
Oh, after Saturday.
Yeah.
Well, we were going Saturday. We were gonna buy tickets if it was a clinching game, and then when they lost, we're like, well, what the fuck?
I mean, it was just tough to fly out to LA and get to one game. Tough for the Paulie playoffs brand. That's not boondoggle at all.
It was harder to leave yesterday than it was to not go Saturday, because that was tough. Also, I kind of felt like maybe that was bad luck.
The Paulie playoffs spin zone.
A lot of people calling me jinx.
Yeah.
A lot of people saying Paulie playoffs is jinx.
Yeah. You know who's
last 2 big games I've gone to, we lost. Philadelphia.
Yeah. You Big Cat's hawking you. I didn't even know. I was like, what do you mean you didn't go to the game on Saturday? You went out there to go to the games.
You don't walk a day in my shoes. You should have been at that 18-inning game. It sucked.
Walk a day in your shoes. Oh, the brand. The Paulie playoff brand. It took a beating.
One thing that we do take very seriously in this office is gambling, and not only gambling, but we're talking about hot tips, folks. When something comes across Dave's desk and they say, hey, we got something hot on this game, you don't mess around with that. And Marty Mush, he found himself behind the 8 ball of Dave Portnoy's losing gambling anger, and it's a place you do not want to be.
I'm actually not mad about. I'm not mad that you lost, okay? Everyone loses, you know, games and everything they gotta enter. What I'm mad about is you DM me a hot tip, and then I find out you've been telling the whole fucking world. What's the point of a hot tip?
It caught wind too fast.
You did that.
No, I didn't. I was watching the parade.
You said that you were telling Erica you were fucking vlogging it.
I was watching the parade on YouTube.
Hot tip doesn't
way harder than
that. Oh, Ellie, come on. I don't want to hurt him.
Yeah, the whole point.
I don't want to hurt me. Okay. All right. Poor Marty. Like that?
Okay, that's pretty good.
That's as hard as I can hit.
Break his nose, send his nose bone into his brain.
Yeah. Fucking Con Air style.
That's what you should do.
Just break his nose.
Boom. Yeah.
And the brain, the nose bone goes into the brain. I learned that from Nicolas Cage. Yeah, Marty's got a softer face.
His face will be softer. It'll hurt less when you slap him.
Okay, well, I don't want to like ruin my slap.
You gotta save your pimp hand. Your pimp hand's strong.
Yeah.
We gotta get her some powder.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
There's
That's
some
what
powder in
you
the
do.
bathroom.
That's what pimps do. It's their pimp hand. Just don't worry about it.
I put that bet in, and then I saw videos of you running around talking like Erica. Oh, what's Vegas?
He's got a hotel guy. Not enough time to get over that hangover.
You should bet the right bet.
Then you already made the bet.
Let's go, baby.
You always bet on the home team.
Yeah, it's a home team.
It's a home
It's
team.
Nevada.
Where's the other team from?
Like Tampa Bay.
I mean, that's like a shit town.
And they're Russians.
They're
Tampa.
Alright, but the Russians works against them.
No. They go crazy in Vegas.
They like to drink.
That's true too.
Russians can drink.
Yeah, so this is Nevada, baby. I love it.
Like that's how you get fired fast.
No, I understand.
I know that you basically take any tip that anybody gives, but you really trust his inside tips?
He like sent you.
He said that he had an inside tip that the fucking Lightning were out till 6 a.m. and they had a 4 o'clock game and it was Nevada Day and all this shit. We are degenerate gamblers. We have a brain problem.
It was
If you
sent
tell
to
us
me
an
off
inside
the
But
tip,
he is specifically stupid, and he admits
but if he had
so it's
kept
fucked
it
up.
inside,
Yeah.
there's no doubt in my mind the Vegas Knights win that game.
Well, so he was so sure about it, he said Ellie can slap me in the face if I lose.
Right, and that even makes me mad that he's like Ellie
Taking
even
it
knows
into
about
the
this
thing.
bet.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Right.
fun.
Right.
Everything's a joke.
It's now to Ellie.
You're dumb.
You know what, Mush? The fucking Lightning probably found out about this and they're like, fuck you, Mush, we're not losing on this day. And they played extra hard.
Maybe you
That's what
slap.
happens when
Why
you
don't
do
you
an
slap
inside
him?
tip out loud.
There's like real money with that.
Yes.
So.
I know.
No, you don't. No, because
know
you're making a sideshow out of it.
You told Erica and Ellie.
Ellie gets to
Sideshow.
slap you in the face. Liz walked up to me and said, "Get Mush on the show because Ellie gets a slap in the face on the Vegas day." I go, "I lost $5,000 on that. So how about somebody breaks your fucking nose?"
You need to learn the rules
I
of
will
inside
never
tip.
say my hot tip. I'll keep it quiet because I'm still very down for this.
You don't know. It's
I'm not even. It's not even a joke.
Okay.
I can't pay the bookies.
Yeah, good. I hope they break your leg. I don't want Hubs to make a mock. I mean, Mush to make a mockery of like inside tips and stuff.
It's funny if Mush loses, if he ropes us into it, it's not funny.
Right.
That's where it's not funny.
Keep your mush to
I can
yourself.
lose on my own, Mush. I do very well.
Just to clarify, he texted me like how he texts real tips. He's like, I have an inside tip on Vegas tonight. I'm like, oh really? And I bet it.
No, I had the hotel guy.
Like I don't talk about Marina really. I text her every day.
Yeah.
What do you like?
I understand.
You don't.
I'm telling you, I won't do it again. It was fucked up.
All right. Red Sox are World Series champs.
Now, Dave Portnoy definitely does not like losing money gambling. He doesn't like losing it to Marty Mush over bad tips. And he definitely doesn't like losing it to Todd Gurley not scoring on about the 3-yard line with about a minute left and no reason not to score. I mean, they go up 9. They would have been fine. Why could the Rams just not have stayed in St. Louis? Fuck Stan Kroenke.
We've been talking about the Packers and Rams. The highlight of that game was what Todd Gurley did to Dave Portnoy. Todd Gurley electing to not run that ball in, to just run the clock out. Completely fucks Dave on the over, and what was the spread, 7.5?
Mm-hmm.
$20,000 swing for Dave.
This play right here with Todd Gurley, he glides and he stops running. He should be, no, I can't say that, but he should be dead. His family should be, his house burned to the ground. You have a moral obligation when you are with your team betting the spread and they are giving you a touchdown to make it a 9-point game to finish the deal. Not just because I had the over, not just because the Rams were minus 7.5, but because you have an obligation, play to the whistle. He could have been stripped, he could have torn an ACL, and if God had any respect for playing the game the right way, both his ACLs would have been blown out. I hate this guy, and he deserves to be dead. And Bob Ryan, who says this is the right thing to do, he can go to hell too.
Not only that, then Todd Gurley gets on the mic during the press conference, in the locker room, whatever. Who cares about fantasy? Who cares about the spread? All that matters is the Rams won today.
Forget fantasy and forget Vegas today. We got the win, so that's all that matters.
It was great. You were a little too happy. Like, things were going too well for you with the Red Sox.
The game hadn't even started.
Well, but just in general, I mean. And
Yeah.
I'm in this weird spot where I'm like, we're actually our rooting interests are aligned, and it's very weird. I don't like it. So to have a little bit of something to latch onto, like Todd Gurley's my new favorite player. He just fucking
He's
crushed
dead
you.
to me. I mean, I'm over gambling Pete Tap, and that was one of the worst you can be a part of.
I mean, you said it was the worst thing
That's
that's
what
ever happened to
want
you in your life.
if you're a Rams fan.
Why?
Why? Because if he scores a touchdown right then and there and gives Rodgers the ball back, even with 11 seconds that were
It's
left,
a
like it could
9-point
be,
game.
it could be
I was gonna
like.
say it would have been 2 scores, right?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like you never want to risk anything. Like it's
But
just
he
like
did risk
the,
something.
I was gonna say,
the
what if the next
wildest
play
shit
was
could have.
But he didn't.
No, they-
I've said on the record, if he fell down, fine. He didn't. He stood up and let a guy try to strip him. So what if he gets stripped? Then it's 3 points, and the Rams and the Packers have the ball. He didn't fall down. He stood there and
Right,
let
you,
guys.
like, prance before the
Right,
the,
and
the
a
goal
guy
line.
tackled and another guy. Literally, you see it in the replay. He tried to strip him. He didn't fall down. You're supposed to fall down
Right,
when you
just
do that.
like ball
Give
up, let
yourself
me
up.
touch
He
you.
didn't do that. He's like, hey, come strip me.
Because isn't that what Sean McVay told them to do? Like, do not score right here.
But then he
That
should
was
fall
versus-
down.
Which is the same thing that Mike McCarthy said
First
to
of
Ty
all-
Montgomery. Do not.
First of all,
do
I
not
don't
run that ball out.
I
and
don't.
he just
I
decided
don't
that he knew
believe
better.
that anybody told him that because it's 3rd and 9, and there's no way you expect him to. You
Break
expect
free,
right.
yeah.
You expect him. So Jared Goff, Big Cat texted and was like, "Did you tell him?" Well, fuck Jared Goff, and that's a borderline Team Portnoy guy. He's got like the
I was gonna
jumpsuit.
say.
But fuck that. You didn't tell him to do that, and you know he screwed up. My point is,
What did
Liz,
Jared Goff say?
yeah, we tell him to do it. Fuck you, Goff. No, you
Well,
didn't.
because that's what
Yeah,
they
because
tell him
Goff
to
is
do.
covering his ass, but he didn't. Here's my point.
Well, that's what is speculated.
They
is that
tell
he
him
was
to
told,
stand up and let somebody try to strip
is that
him.
he was told to not score right then and there,
Then
not give
fall down.
Rodgers a
Yeah.
second.
I'm just thinking if I was,
Run out of
if I was
bounds.
a fan in that situation, I would have been like, what are you doing? Go down, or get in. Like, I wouldn't. The way he was just kind of standing there awkwardly.
He let them.
I think
He deserved to
Well, he
have
should
a
have gone
double.
down, but at least
Yeah.
he didn't like.
He should have
followed
gone down,
rules and
or he
didn't-
should have gone
and
out of
didn't-
bounds.
Yeah, I mean, he should have fallen down, but at least he followed rules and didn't score.
But
Which
what
is
he,
like
what
credit
he
to
did,
Sean McVay for having his team together. 'cause
There's
here's
no
a guy,
chance Sean McVay told him. He put his team more at risk, not just gambling, by what he did than scoring.
Well,
no
he
doubt.
should have gone down.
But he didn't.
Is what should have happened.
So
but
people are like,
still.
he did the right thing. No, he didn't.
Well, Bob Ryan weighed in and said,
Fuck
if
Bob
you're a
Ryan,
real
that old
sports fan, you love what
Can I
Todd
call
Gurley
guys?
did.
I think I can call guys C words. I'm getting fired up on this subject. People are saying I hope that his family died. That's not what I said on Twitter. I said I hope.
You know what? Let's play that back to make sure exactly, because you did actually show some restraint. You held back on whatever was first going through your brain. But
Assassinated.
Okay, but because you kind of ended up with like, I think he goes to the hospital or something. So you didn't
Well,
soften it
no,
that
but then
much.
after I said,
Well, let's play it. Get it up, Frankie, because we'll just hear the original.
He should be, no, I can't say that, but he should be dead. His family should, his house burned to the ground. He could have been stripped. He could have torn an ACL. And if God had any respect for playing the game in the right way, both his ACLs would have been blown out. I hate this guy, and he deserves to be dead. And Bob Ryan, who says this is the right thing to do, he can go to hell too.
He can go to hell too. It was a great rant. I love
What if you decide couldn't be?
I was
he should be assassinated.
You can hear him say he should be. No, I can't say that. When you soften it to he should be dead and his house should burn down.
Well, I say dead all the time.
I mean, what's the difference between dead and assassinated, bro? It's still dead.
Because assassinated is like someone else should do it. Right. He should be dead. I say everybody. If I get mad, I want this guy dead. His house burned to the
But
ground.
assassination is like a literal murder, you mean?
Classic Untouchables quote, I want his family dead. I want his house burned to the ground. That's a quote. I'm quoting.
Just listening to his coach, that's all.
He definitely, the coach didn't say it. Because third and nine.
Jared Goff, you just said.
Jared Goff's a liar.
We told him.
Jared Goff is a liar. If I see Jared Goff, I will call him liar face now. To his face.
I mean,
so everybody's a liar and wrong
can't
besides
be,
you.
He can't be Team Portnoy now.
He never was officially.
Right, but like he can't even
He
be
got
a
the
borderline
jump
guy if you're talking about him like this.
For future reference, I will refer to Jared Goff as a liar face. Hey, liar face. What's up, liar face?
Welcome to Stool Scenes, where we profile inter-office drama, when it flares up. And we have quite the rivalry here, folks. I got to tell you, this guy Eric Nathan and this guy Adam Smith, Barstool Smitty, Barstool Nate, seems like they got something brewing here. I don't think they like each other, folks.
Nate wanted to be like Dwight Schrute. He wanted to help the company, assistant to the regional office manager, that type of thing. So he, helped blogs that are going viral, whatever, put them on the main Twitter account, drive up them page views. Smitty has been undercover. Well, I shouldn't say Smitty.
Clickbait.
Do you want to get him in here? CBS? CBS has been undercover, unraveling a mystery. And it seems as though potentially the dog is just tweeting himself out, and the other person, K. Marco, is also tweeting himself out. Interesting. So here it is. Here's CBS.
Nate think they
This
have those
Smitty,
tweets.
CBS. This is Smitty. I want to talk to Smitty first. So usually, I've been told by Tommy that usually Hubs is the one doing the Twitter account. This past week was just because he's busy, he handed it to Nate. The question then for Smitty would be, do you think CBS was intentionally painting a dishonest picture?
CBS is just reporting the facts. He went through and recorded every single tweet that was sent out from the Barstool Sports main account that directly went back to blogs. And those were the numbers. He ran through them twice. He encourages other people to go back and see exactly
But
what
the
was
question
tweeted
I
out.
would have is, was this intentionally, is this just a 1 week thing because Hubs usually runs the account but was out of pocket? So Nate, or is this, if we go back and look week over week over week, am I going to see these same numbers?
CBS glanced at the week before and it passed the eye test. He did not go and specifically record it.
Past the eye test, meaning it didn't look like they're skewed?
Exactly. That's the only reason why CBS raised an eyebrows, because the eye test from last Thursday when me, Smitty, requested a tweet to go out was very
I saw
very
Nate was
specific.
back high up in the rankings. Is that what caught CBS's eye?
Smitty was still higher though, right? Or no?
Yeah, Smitty's. Yeah, I've been dominating.
No, I think I saw Nate 2.
No, Nate was 6. Smitty was 4.
This past week?
Yes.
I got an email today. The email, just for those at home, was it's unfair that certain bloggers are inflating the numbers with access.
That wasn't the word. I believe
Smitty.
that it's not fair to all the bloggers here if Nate is in charge of scheduling tweets, if it is proven that he disproportionately puts out his own tweets, back to links more than any other blog.
This, we're saying, is an isolated 1 week thing, which we think because basically...
Yes, but it is also the only week that is confirmed that Nate was in charge scheduling tweets, and it has also been known that Nate wants that position full-time.
Okay, but...
so it's a
K.
preemptive
Marco
attack
and Nate
from CBS.
I wrote 30 blogs last week. Nate wrote 28. I had 6 blogs tweeted by the main account.
As an inter-office investigative reporter, I took the privilege of speaking with Eric Nathan, and he just
Good
speak
job,
for him,
Tommy.
He said that he's not allowed to tweet out Michael Rappaport blogs, so he said that cut out a few for you, and he said he's not in charge of tweeting out.
But this isn't about.
That's
This
valid,
isn't. This isn't about.
He says he's not in charge of tweeting out. No,
This is. I know. But this isn't. I don't have an axe to grind. And
So what CBS is doing, and it's a credit to him and you know, taking care of the company, I guess, is just if Nate is asking for this job, to give pause that he may greatly give preference to himself.
You have made it known that page views are the end-all be-all with a lot of situations.
They matter.
They do matter.
So
What
now
CBS has done is basically shown that with some people manipulating the system to get their own page views, it's not necessarily fair when page views matter that much.
I'll check the numbers. Listen, you've caught the attention of those in the corner offices where they are now looking in and saying,
I had a conversation with a number of people before this, and it is bullshit because people's salaries are affected by this directly.
Yeah.
And it's not good for the company.
I think this is something that we haven't heard the end of, and there's going to have to be some more digging.
I believe you sent Keith a text as well.
Yeah, I said, is there any truth to this?
Am I on that email chain?
How?
Or no?
97%, I believe is what he said.
97% false.
False. How come you don't say that to Smitty? 97% false via K Marco.
We're getting all of it. I mean, there's no idea how high up this goes. We asked Smitty about it. What's come to recollection is this is a 1 week span, and from what I gather, Nate, usually you don't have control of this. It's usually Hubs.
Correct.
But you're angling, according to Smitty, for this job, and he wants to be. He wants people to know that you will abuse this power position.
Yes, sir.
How do you respond to these accusations, which I would describe as serious?
I'd like to start with there is someone above myself who has claimed that the allegations in that blog are, quote, 97%.
So I texted K Marco and I said, is there any truth to what CBS, the reporting that he's done? I got 2 texts back. One said, not really, a tiny bit. The second one said 97% not true. A cynic would say K Marco could be embroiled in this controversy as well.
Let's not bring him into this.
Because the 2 people who have the highest tweets are basically you and him are the ones supposedly in control of this account.
The crux of the matter is I'm doing my job as I'm directed.
And here comes K Marco.
I don't tweet out I don't tweet out videos.
I was told to come defend me.
Obviously,
his thesis at the end of it was he does not want you in the future to be given this responsibility because he thinks you'll be unfair.
I would say I tweet his blogs at a very, very fair amount. Like, I hate it. I have to close my eyes and hit publish on it, but it's the job. I have to be fair about it. I tweet his out on weekends. I don't want to spend my weekend he insults me for being at a funeral instead of watching a Redskins game, and I'm still tweeting out his blog. I'm very fair at it.
It's not a fairness thing. This is not fair. It's
What
not
is
supposed to be fair.
What is?
I mean, yeah.
It's not like a participation trophy. If you write a blog, it gets tweeted. That's not how it works.
Right, but so when you say 97% unfair, 3% fair, what was the fair part of his?
See, he asked me yesterday about this, and so I dove into the tweets, and I thought there were a few too many Caps hockey blogs that got tweeted out that shouldn't have been.
I touched on it on the email. I tweeted out a Eagles blog the second he put it up because I am fair like that. I did the same with a Capitals Tom Wilson blog. They said...
But I would tell you that that's not doing your job well.
Okay.
If you tweeted an Eagles blog just to be fair, then I'm not happy with that.
Okay, and that's a discussion that we should have then. But he's saying that I'm being unfair towards him. I was told specifically yesterday, Smitty had a blog about a father and son dressing up as Nazis. Goes, that can't go on social. It's not like I'm choosing not to do it. It's what do we want to put out to our wide audience or not?
Nate asked me if he could take this job over permanently from Hubs, and I said no because I didn't trust him to be fair. Second point is that
When did he ask that?
Smitty has been blogging lately. He blogs a lot of Rappaport stuff, which is not going to be tweeted, and it shouldn't have been tweeted. And he blogs a lot of inside baseball stuff, which is rarely tweeted. It depends. and he blogs Eagle stuff, which doesn't go viral. It's great for Philly fans, but it's not going to be tweeted.
I
fair.
knew. Declare yourself.
It's okay.
No. Who are
So
you?
you Smitty or CBS?
Okay.
I'm always Smitty here.
And I wasted a
All
slot.
what this was about was when
The U.S. government.
Yeah,
Checks and balances.
when I asked, Mark, I've done this
Separation of church
before.
and
When I
state.
asked if my Red Dead Redemption stream could be tweeted out last week, he said send the information to Nate. I sent it to Nate. He got it up immediately. It wasn't a problem. But then an eye test of that day saw that Nate had a disproportionate amount of tweets, more than everyone else, which is a fact on that day.
Yeah,
And we look back over the week, and of the week that Nate was in charge, those facts did not lie.
To that point, the Red Dead Redemption blog went up.
Again,
the
this isn't just-
discussion on laces about benching Carson
This
Wentz
doesn't sound like
went up.
This isn't me, Nate. This is you had 7 blogs go up that day.
That's
I had
3.
3. That's great. Everyone else still had 1 or
Dave.
2. You still had more. That's the point. The eye test, Nate. The eye test.
That's 3 out of 4 on that day.
It's not about me. It's about everyone. It's about the company. What's best for the company. And I'm not still accusing you of anything. It's asking the questions. Exactly what Dave said. The checks and balances of Barstool Sports.
There's things I can be attacked on. This isn't one of them. This is me
Well,
following.
I don't think
directions.
Smitty's attacking you. He's just trying to keep it clean.
What was the engagement on that Grandma Smoke blog that went up last Thursday? Can we have those numbers, please?
And also, like, Smitty, you're wondering why you're leading the league in page views recently. It's because you're doing clickable blogs, and so they're getting tweeted.
Oh, nobody's denying that. That's why Clickbait Smiths is the
Like
worst
it all.
thing ever to happen in this company. Smitty will stand by that.
Clickbait Smith's blogs are awesome. It
He
stems
is
from me.
universally beloved.
Are you writing all those blogs?
Am I writing all those blogs?
I think that is a rumor on the Barstool rumor
I will
mill.
admit that I'm transcribing them. I would not say that I'm writing them.
So you have a ghostwriter for your blogs?
I mean,
Okay. That's a suspicion I had, and now it's confirmed.
I am physically,
care
I'm
less.
putting my fingers to the keyboard,
Someone's
whether
read-
the
someone's
voice
read-
is coming
someone's
from
reading-
somewhere else, or why someone's like giving me the words. That
I don't
that's,
know what
that's
that
a mistake.
Who is the voice?
Well,
CBS.
I'm trying to decide if this is a really big deal. Like, I don't really care. The blogs are going up.
I could
that's
care
not-
less. We're not
Yeah.
paying whoever this extra.
Exactly. He doesn't want any money. He just wants truth and justice.
So was he saying he's not writing him because CBS is writing
No,
him, or
no,
because
no,
somebody
no. Someone
else
else is writing.
Breaking news.
That is.
What the? He doesn't write his own blog.
A lot of people have mentioned that to me.
We don't pay him, whoever this mystery guy is. You're dismissed.
I mean, I think I cleared my name, yeah? I'm not doing anything wrong. Dave, you do understand that I'm just doing the job correctly, right?
I understand.
Okay. And that's the end of it?
Yeah, that's the end of it. I mean, you're dismissed.
Okay. Cool.
Now, one good thing about Barstool is people are pretty open with their feelings around here. When your boss, Dave Portnoy, walks around and says, "Do you like me?" not everybody says yes, and it's quite an interesting conundrum.
I agree with you, but he doesn't like you.
Well, who else doesn't like me? I think everyone else is fans.
Can Marco like you?
Yeah.
Does Brett like
Keith,
you?
you like me? Yeah, that's it. Him?
I mean,
Despite himself, I think he likes me, yeah.
maybe a year ago.
It's not they're gonna tell you to your face.
You guys are
They
good.
would.
You guys are,
Trent basically did.
you guys are on a good page now.
Yeah, I think, well,
There had to be a time. There had to be a time when Brett didn't like.
Oh, Loud Sean may not like me.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
You think Welker likes you?
No.
Oh. Welker has.
Well, I don't know if Welker's like sneaky, like.
No, Welker hates me.
About Robbie.
Robbie likes me.
Have you thought about
Hank likes
Team
me.
Portnoy invites? Is
What?
Marina still getting the Team Portnoy
Well,
invite?
this just came up naturally.
I would say Rhea had a chance not to like me, but I know Hank likes me, so it's like. No, I know. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I would have said Rhea likes you.
Oh.
Off the top of my head.
Yeah, I think I nailed it.
Fran likes you, right?
So what's the top 3 who don't like you?
But definitely Kevin won.
I don't think any of the girls. Trent's questionable too. Who's 3?
Oh, Riggs likes
Sean.
you, right?
Riggs definitely likes me.
Riggs might be number one. You might be the number one non-Team Portnoy. Team Portnoy.
No, Robbie likes you a lot too.
Robbie likes me.
More than Riggs, though.
I can tell if someone likes me or doesn't like me.
You said fights just doesn't care.
I don't think Fights doesn't like me, doesn't like
He
me.
also gets sucked into the KFC hate. Right, like, he has to. Like that day at top 100.
Circle jerking, just talking shit. So it's like, oh, he's something. Usually the people with me longer like me.
Seems like it's gonna be right. Well, that's what we want.
Well, no, there's people that don't like you, and people that were pre-New York Day.
Well, no, I meant Milton. Like, those guys weren't with me. Like, if you don't see, like, the day-to-day, you'd be like, what the fuck's he doing? But if you're, like, in the trenches, you're like, I understand what he's getting mad about. I mean, Noah got tortured more than Hank. He likes me. What? I think he likes. I don't really know him. I've never met him. I think he likes me. I've never met him.
Come in the office and do radio and like go off.
Oh, right.
So he was definitely here. Like.
And I've done that to him like 5 times.
Speaking of Mike Francesa.
Yeah, if he heard that, he probably would like.
That's why he doesn't like you.
I wish I could say I planned that, but I didn't.
I love White Sox Dave. I think he's hilarious.
That's all for Stool Scenes episode 87, folks. We'll see you on Friday. I just want to give a quick shout out to my friend Ellie's parents. Hope you're having a great night. Maybe a nice glass of wine and a tasty dinner. We'll see you folks on Friday.
Are you sure you don't want to hug?
You? No.
Listen.
She's a good hugger.
Ellie and I are doing A-okay.
We've been hugging and we're doing great.
Nate, I hugged Nate. He's doing okay.
okay.
He wasn't the one that fell on the chair.
Look at that smile.